Hello, I'm Samar Ocean Wolf Ciprian, and welcome to Moon Yoga's YouTube channel. Moon Yoga is a physical place, but it's also an idea. Physically, Moon Yoga is a beautiful 120-year-old Kauri building in the center of Mount Albert in Auckland, New Zealand. It's where I live, it's where I work, it's where I grow a lot of my food, it's where a lot of magic happens for me. And it's a building with a history of a lot of healing, things that have happened there. It was a halfway house for 60 years that supported a lot of people to come back into society. And before that, it was a farmhouse where a family lived and provided for themselves. So the building itself is a beautiful place, and it's really helped me with my own healing. And now it houses some really beautiful work and some really divine experiences. So physically, it is a place, but it's also an idea, as I said before. And the idea around Moon Yoga is to create a space where people can get in touch with the Divine Feminine through their body. And how I do that, how I offer that to people, is through 4 different practices. And I'm really delighted and honored to say that every single one of those practices came to New Zealand first through this land, through this house, and through my journeys out into the world to bring them here. And it's just been such an incredible experience. So those 4 practices are the Arvigo techniques of Maya abdominal therapy. These techniques were developed by an amazing woman called Dr. Rosita Arvigo, and if you've seen me talk about her online before or attended any of my classes or come to me as a client, you'll know a little bit about the background. She spent many years studying with an indigenous Belizean shaman, a Maya shaman, Donalihio Panti, and during that time, and during her time studying with traditional midwives of the area, such as Miss Hortense Robinson, she really gleaned that they had bodywork and herbal support techniques that can really help people, and that there's some serious missing pieces in women's healthcare especially, that this work can support and does support. And specifically, that is the support of the uterine ligaments and healing of the pelvis in general. So the Arvigo techniques, as I work with them, is to really support individual clients through bodywork, massage, through herbal support, through spiritual healing. That's the second thing, the Mayan spiritual healing. Mayan spiritual healing is something I offer here, and it's a beautiful, beautiful practice that really, I'm trying to find the right words. It's so sweet for me to sit here and talk to you about this because I'm actually in the garden, I'm in the space where it happens. Mayan spiritual healing, for me, is a connection with the earth. The healing is done through using prayer, plants, water, and incense, and it's all done on this land from plants collected on this land. And it's just incredible. I mean, it's an incredible, complete system, and it's really changed my life for the better. And I've been so fortunate to be privy to see beautiful things happen for other people too. So in addition to that, I offer Tammy Kent's Holistic Pelvic Care and Holistic Pelvic Energy. That's internal work for women, combined with such an incredible amount of energy, awareness, and presence, and magic, really. And yeah, so those modalities really, 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 they touch a place that I don't think a lot of people have had the opportunity to go. And that's down in our pelvis, our root, our connection with the earth. And then that brings me to Koya. Koya is the 4th thing that I offer here. And that's a dance, yoga, sensual movement, ritual practice for women developed by an amazing person called Rochelle Sheik. And all 4 of these offerings, they're things that I've been able to take into my own life, and really they've helped me thrive. But they've all done the same thing. And that's get me more grounded, get me more connected, get me closer to the earth. And in saying that, they also bring me home to myself. They've helped me realize that my body is the earth. It's part of the earth, and it's how I experience the earth. And that's really the root of everything that happens here. It's about coming home to your body. It's about getting into that space with your body through joy, through connection, through remembering, and through really being with our nature, our connection to the earth. And so with that, I felt there was no better place to film this welcome video than in the garden, in the nourishing garden. That's always the place I go when life gets too busy, when there's too much happening, when I need to get back to the basics. It's in the garden. So I have a little story that I'd love to share with you, because I was going through a rough time a few years ago, and at that point I'd had my child. They were about 2 years old, and I really felt depleted. I felt overwhelmed. I was experiencing a lot of anxiety. There had been a lot of big changes in my life leading up to that time. And one day, like, it had gotten to the point where I just had a lot of fear of anything outside the little box I'd put myself in. And something inside me kept saying, I need to get out more. I need to get out there more. And one day, we weren't living here at the time. We were living in a rental property. And one day I looked out the window, and there's this little patch of grass, and something in me said, plant some food, plant some vegetables. And I was overwhelmed. I didn't know what that would involve. It was like dirty and messy and difficult, and it wasn't something I'd ever really done or experienced before, because I'd grown up in city and desert environments, and it wasn't the norm. Like, growing food wasn't what I came from. But something inside me said it's time, and that this will help. And it just helped so much. And I didn't know at the time that I was rekindling my connection with the earth, and also with my ability to nourish myself. I didn't know at the time that that's what the vegetable garden was offering me. It was such a beautiful symbol of the potential within my own hands and the action I can take to make things better for myself, and to also provide the nourishment and the healing that I need. And that started an absolute revolution in my system. I realized I love soil, I love dirt, I love plants, I love being around this stuff. And it was the beginning of opening the door, and it really helped. And it taught me also, when you feel stuck, go back to the garden, go back outside, go back to the plants, back to the animals, back to the earth. And that's where the magic really happens. So with that, I want to show you around my garden. We've been here 8 years, and it's a real labor of love. It's always changing, but this is my little sharing, my little treat, my little honoring of the plants, honoring of the space, and honoring of what we can make of our own lives. And yeah, I hope you enjoy that. And what this channel's really for, before I show you the garden, this channel's really a space to share the things that I've found that work, to share the people I know that are fabulous. I am so blessed to have so many people in my life that are amazing, so many people in my life that are doing amazing things, and I want you to know about them. There's so many techniques that are mind-blowing. There's so much beautiful information out there. This, for me, is a space of sharing. It's a space of love. It's a space of honoring amazing people. It's a space of honoring amazing ancestral techniques, amazing lineage work. It's a space to share ideas, a space to share beauty, and a space to share hope and trust and love and all those wonderful things. So I'm hoping to do more of this, and let's see how it develops. I have complete faith and trust in whatever wants to come up and whatever needs to be expressed. And with that, I'm going to show you around. So let's see what we have here. I'm going to flip this camera. Well, it won't let me do that. So these are the little violas down here. They're a beautiful little winter plant. And this is rue. Let's see if you can see that. Rue is a plant that's really sacred to Rosita, who is my teacher. So I'm happy that that's here. I'm probably just going to show you a wide view of the garden rather than going into everything. So it's winter here in Auckland, and things are not as big and bright as they would be in summer, but there's still a lot going on. So we've got some little snapdragons here. We've got some little edible herbs here. And the strawberries are ready to go in. And here we've got some beautiful edible greens, some broccoli. And up there, this is something I really want to show you because I think it's fantastic. I'm going to just put myself in front of it. You see that tree right behind me? That massive tree in the distance? I'm not sure you can see that really well, but that's an avocado that I planted 7.5 years ago, and at that point it came up to my knee. Now it's like a 2-story building. So it's just kind of blown my mind a little bit, and that is one of those things that sometimes when we plant something, when we plant an idea, when we plant a hope, a wish for something beautiful, it does take that time to germinate and grow in the earth, and that's kind of what Moon Yoga has become to me as well. It's starting to get bigger and take shape, and it's a space to really honor all the things I've talked about today. So may all your little seeds come to fruition. May all the beauty that you want to grow in your life have a safe place to rest and grow and take hold. And with that, thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.